Hey everyone, I'm sitting outside Lana Sarah Hall, an old folks home in St. Stephen, New Brunswick. And that's not where my wife works, but I dropped her off. It's Friday here, the 13th of February, so we're getting there. I dropped her some flowers off at where she works. I think it's important. There, get you nice and adjusted. That right there, that building, Humphreys Funeral Home. It's not one place you want to be, unless you're a guest. Celebrating someone else's death or life, or however they say that. And looks like they got something on tap here today. Are preparing for it. So I just dropped some flowers off. I'm gonna run Mark Street and take you up here for a bit. And I'm going to take her out to dinner, get her a couple of bits and bobs, you know. I think it's important that women are very sensitive. And as much as they piss you off, much as they want to be equal, they're different than men. They're equal in a lot of ways, but they're different. We're stronger, we're tougher, they're more nurturing, they're more sensitive and loving. I think that's an important thing, you know, for mothers and girlfriends and wives and spouses and whatever you want to say. We're just fundamentally different in certain ways, and I don't care who you are. Just be quiet if you don't like it. I don't think I've ever been right up at the end of Mark Street up here. Seems like a nice place, but to you know, hang your hat and stuff. Houses are old, a lot of them up here, but they're nice and well kept and quiet. Be a nice quiet place to live. Except for the train coming through twice a day. But you know what's weird? You don't even notice after a while. And the train does come through all the time. I don't notice it anymore, but when I first moved to St. Stephen, I heard that train twice a day. Where I live isn't far from a train crossing. It's just one of those interesting things that sort of fade into the background that your mind gets used to after a while. No, I know I've never been up here. Hanging right onto Groom Street. Where we're gonna come out here. We're not. Groom Street is a dead end street. But it was a nice tour. I like this. Go up this way now. Great little town. I like this town. I didn't grow up here. It's a nice town though. You know what the best part about taking your significant other flowers? Seeing a smile on their face. Because I know that you remembered them. And she did. She smiled and gave me a kiss and made me feel all, aw shucks. You know, we're in our 50s. Doesn't matter. Many kinds of love in this world. You can love more than one person well, so yeah. Where now? No, I'll go right on to Queen Street West here. A lot of groceries I gotta get out of the car. I got some groceries today. Plus, she gets to go back into her office, and the other girls don't get nothing. And you know how women like to lord that over each other. They love it. They love being the most important one, and they love being the most loved one. They love it. NB Power, yes. $360 a month for 12 months. That's what it cost me. Of course, I crank her too. Crank it! Heck with them. Elm Street, we're passing. I'll take you up there one of these days. Lindsay Lane. I gotta get the oil done in this truck. Green Loss Garage Limited. Green Loss Garage. My folks used to live in that yellow house with the green shutters we just passed. Good. Lots of memories in there. Lots of nice. I mean, they're not from here either, but they moved here for a bunch of years. Down Hawthorne Street. More train tracks. I was talking to my daughter last night. One of my grandkids got cellulitis in her leg from something or other. And it's weird, I did too when I was a kid. I guess I wasn't really a kid, but it's early teens, 12, 13, 14. I was we took a trip to Florida. First trip into the United States, you know. Everyone got together and a bunch of families went in our family. We went down there and went to Disney World. I was laying beside the hotel pool and get bit by a spider and some bacteria got in there, and before you know it, I was in the hospital in St. John, New Brunswick. After we get back, my leg just sort of swelled down by my ankle. There's, I won't get too graphic, but there was stuff coming out of it and all that stuff, and I ended up in the hospital for like 2 weeks getting strong antibiotics, and finally I got out of there. But I got to thinking, I almost lost my foot. Almost lost my foot that day. It's not what you want to have happen when you're a kid. Hey, you're 13. Good luck getting married. You got one foot. I'm gonna cut you off here pretty quick. We're gonna pull into the house because I don't like these being any longer than 10, 12 minutes. I'm gonna veer right and go up Queensway. Queensway. Joey's sitting on his tractor. driveway cleaned out. Not altogether sure he knew it was me, but I've only been his friend for like 15 years, so he might not have recognized me in the truck. He waved, that's all that matters. I got the wave. I hope you had a fantastic day. This is On the Road with Big Jimmy. If you are a subscriber, hit the thumbs up, please, if you get it to spare. If you like what you saw and heard, I do these tours sometimes once a week, sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a week. It all depends when I'm off, what I'm doing, where I have to go. Sometimes I take it on the road and I go to Fredericton this summer a lot. Harvey Station, Lawrence Station, Fredericton, St. John, Moncton, all over southern New Brunswick, and Calais, Maine. So if you like this sort of thing, just give me a sub. Much appreciated. I'll take you with me on the road. If you get something similar, hey, let me know in the comments and I will sub to yours. And I answer all questions and comments, so please feel free to do that. Thanks very much, everybody. Have yourself a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.